find interesting. So, I mentioned this.
Recording now.
I think I mentioned this the last time we were on here, but I watched my DVD of The Happening.
Oh yes, you watched the. Did you watch it with the commentary?
I don't think it had a commentary, but I watched the special
Oh,
features.
okay.
There were a ton of special features on
Okay.
there, and I watched some of them. As well as I also watched the movie again, just because I'm like, I mean...
Yeah, I mean it's The Happening. You have to.
And the movie was as baffling as I remembered. And so yeah, I watched the special features because I really wanted to know what happened here. I mean, just...
Yeah.
So the deleted scenes, they have introductions by Shyamalan himself.
Okay.
Some of them were extended scenes. There was a different opening where Marky Mark and his wife talk
Okay.
with just really overdramatic dialogue, just really ham-fisted. His wife thinks she's a monster and she's gonna kill someone just because she threw something at Mark Wahlberg. It's like, what? And she says she doesn't want to have kids because of how crappy the world is. This sounds like something that would be in that movie, right? I mean...
Yeah, it sounds like something that'd be in that movie because it's completely nonsensical.
And to be fair, okay, it's a terrible scene, but there's more character development in this scene than in any of their actual scenes in the movie.
That's a little sad.
Because it actually explains a few things, but not much, but a few things. There's an extended version of the lions scene.
Oh. It's like, do they actually show like the full thing?
We see a zoomed in
cut?
shot of like the lion chomping on him, basically.
Okay.
And we also see John Leguizamo watching it, because I guess he was watching the video as well.
Yeah.
This next one was fucking weird. There's a scene where they watch a video of a piano recital, and
Okay.
the kid there's a kid playing the violin. He starts playing wrong and acting weird. And then the people sitting there in the audience, they start dropping dead. And the kid stabs himself down the throat with his bow.
Naturally.
Again, that does seem like something.
We're
that would-
sounding like we're getting robbed of so many good scenes from this movie.
Apparently, and Shyamalan said, it was, a really scary scene, and he was sad that it got cut. And I'm like, this is just as ridiculous as everything else that is in the movie.
Yeah.
And there's another scene that was cut, because apparently the preview audiences thought it was too gross. It's an extended version of the scene where the kids get killed by the shotgun.
Oh, really?
And you see one kid getting shot in the head, and it is a little more graphic than what's in the finished movie. And I'll admit it wasn't a bad special effect either, but I guess they just
It
decided,
was just a little too gross for the movie.
I don't know, it wasn't that gross for this movie. I mean, this is the one where, the guy lays in front of a lawnmower and kills himself.
That's true, but that's a little bit more comical than the other one.
During the gag reel, Marky Mark asks Shyamalan why they're even asking for food, even though the house has been boarded up and people haven't lived there for a long time. Then Shyamalan says 2 words: canned goods. Shyamalan also calls him Frank and Josh at one point. And I will say,
He calls Marky Mark Frank and Josh.
yes. I think as a joke though, but who knows
Yeah,
with
yeah.
Shyamalan? He's a weird guy. And to be fair, it does look like the people making this were having fun, at least. So there's that. Okay, so this next stuff it both explains a few things and doesn't explain a few things. So, in one of the making of features, M. Night Shyamalan says he started off making a B movie, but said it became something deeper.
Oh,
And he wanted the
that sounds about right.
And he wanted the movie to be scary. Which somehow that makes a little bit more sense, but it also makes the movie even more baffling as a result. Because like,
if it started off as a B movie and it changed, just keep saying it was a B movie.
Because another thing is like, because he's like saying, oh, it's trying to have this like deep environmental message, but no, it's fucking stupid. It's like, what? And it's supposed to be scary. Well, it's not. It's ridiculous. Like. Okay, this next part, this actually explains quite a bit. Shyamalan was friends with Marky Mark before they made the movie.
Yeah.
He said he tried to write Mark Wahlberg's character to be like Mark in real life, but Mark Wahlberg says right afterwards that his performance was based on things he saw Shyamalan doing. So, if I think I made a comment like that during the podcast. I said the movie would make more sense if Shyamalan himself was in the lead role. That has basis in fact, apparently.
Yeah, so it's Marky Mark acting like Shyamalan, who was trying to direct him to act like how he thought he would act. That's so weird.
Oh man. But I guess because that was another thing we said was like the movie was written, produced, and directed by M. Night Shyamalan. The only thing it's missing was starring M. Night
Exactly.
So maybe he should have just gone the whole 9 yards and cast himself.
Game, just like, yeah, okay, I might as well star in it one.
Oh, that's hilarious. He also said he specifically tried to cast actors from comedies to make the movie more scary, which...
Why would that make it more scary?
That's an interesting choice, but it doesn't work. But it does explain the weird tone in some ways.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
hate how much sense that makes.
So this is both explaining a lot of things, but also just making the movie even more baffling as a result. They did shoot on actual farms for a few scenes, which is interesting.
Okay.
And in the making of documentary, like, these places, they look so nice, too, but you can't tell in the movie because of the gray color grading. It's like...
Yeah.
You got all these...
They made it just look disgusting.
It's so bad. I mean... The original title of the movie was The Green Effect. Just
I'll admit, The Happening is a much better name than The Green Effect.
It definitely is, yeah. And then Shyamalan decided to make it more of a mystery. He wanted... Oh, that's another thing. He wanted this movie to be a mystery.
No, naturally.
Because I guess that's what Shyamalan does. It's a scientific phenomenon that we'll never fully understand. I guess. What is... The Northeast Incident was another title he almost chose.
That feels like just...
Which also is...
completely disconnected. Also like, it has nothing to do with the movie.
It's also not a very good title. He decided not to go with that title because he told his uncle the title, and his uncle misremembered the title as Southwest Incident. So based on that, he's like, well, people aren't going to remember the title, so I better go with something people are going to remember, and that's how you ended up with...
I ended up with The Happening.
The Happening, yeah. And speaking of which, they say happened a lot during these extras.
Yeah. Oh, even during the extras.
And in the movie itself, obviously.
Yeah.
The opening credits with the clouds was a reference to Invasion of the Body Snatchers, because apparently that movie opens in a similar way. And just, okay, if he's trying to go for that movie's tone, I can't see that, but still, it did turn out great.
No.
Yeah, the fact that these people thought these would be, like, big, emotional, dramatic moments is hilarious. Because remember, the part where John Leguizamo dies, like, they were trying to make
that a serious
moment, but it comes off as just so goofy.
Yeah.
He also said he wanted people to look at plants and the wind a different way after they saw the movie. Which, well,
mission accomplished?
Did he succeed? I don't know. Okay, and another thing, they said the relationship between Marky Mark and his wife is what would make the film work, and
they couldn't be more wrong.
I mean, they're kind of right, but the problem is their chemistry doesn't work at all, so as a result, the movie doesn't work at all.
Yeah.
So basically what I was getting from this is they wanted this to be more than just your typical horror thriller movie, and in a way, they both failed and succeeded because, I mean, okay, if they're trying to make it scary, it definitely didn't work at that, but I mean, they did make something that's not your typical horror thriller, but just not in a good way, so. Oh my goodness. But yeah, the next time I watch that movie, it's probably going to be even more hilarious than the other times.
Yeah, now that you just know all the insane shit that went into it.
And it all just, you were right though, that the whole movie just feels like it came out of Shyamalan's brain and then they just went along with it.
Yeah. There was no steps for revision, no edits, no consulting other people.
Sort of how, like, the Phantom Menace
a pure stream of consciousness movie.
Sort of like how the Phantom Menace really does just feel like it's just George
Lucas's, yeah.
George Lucas's just weird vision. Oh my god, because, yeah, you can say what you want about the Phantom Menace. It is very definitely a George Lucas movie. Or like The Room is very much a Tommy Wiseau movie.
A Tommy Wiseau movie.
That's another movie that just, the more I learn about the production history of it, the more baffled I am. Like, Yeah,
like, the fact that exists at all.
That'd be another good movie to do on the podcast. I've read the first draft of The Room, and
there was a first draft. I didn't know he revised it.
The first draft, if you could believe this, was even worse than what ended up in the movie. Like, the dialogue was worse. Like, there were so many grammar errors. And the plot made no... Oh my god, I don't know how, but somehow it was worse. I thought about doing, like, a video on it at one point. Hell, maybe I'll talk about that if we ever do The Room or something, but there'd be a lot to talk about. Tommy Wiseau, just, like, what an enigma he is.
Yeah.
Is he the strangest person that has ever made a movie? I mean...
He's definitely up there.
He might be.
But, like, the fact that, like, the movie got finished is especially baffling.
I know. And he had a billboard for like years advertising the movie.
That's right, I forgot about the billboard.
One billboard. God, what a... You would tear me apart, Lisa. God. And I got the book, The Disaster Artist. I've read that
Oh yeah.
a couple times. God.
How does that compare to the movie?
It might be even more interesting than the movie, just because, again, Tommy Wiseau's, like... Again, I don't know what fucking planet he's from, but, like...
Yeah.
There's, like, a excerpt from the audiobook version about the scene where I don't know if you know about the scene where he's in the flower shop and he orders some flowers. And there's like a dog sitting there. But like,
thanks for the flowers. Bye, doggy.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, and the guy in the audiobook, I've only listened to this part, but Greg, the guy that plays Mark,
Yeah.
he apparently does a really good Tommy Wiseau impression. Like,
oh yeah.
so it's just so. I want to listen to that full like audiobook just because his impression of Tommy Wiseau is hilarious. It's so funny. It's just that whole story. Apparently, the dog that was sitting there, like, they didn't even notice it was there until, like, some of the later takes. So, like, the line where Tommy Wiseau says, like, hi, doggy, like, that was improvised. Like, that wasn't actually... And he asked... Okay, I just remembered this other thing. He asked the store owner if the dog was a real dog.
Like you thought it was a prop?
I don't know.
He's not real. He can't be a real person.
I don't know if he thought the dog was like a robot or something, but like just... or a stuffed animal. No, that's just... It's just so funny that, like, Tommy Wiseau, like, made that movie. He tried to make his character seem like just a normal person.
Yeah.
And failed miserably. Okay. Alright, we should probably...
Yeah.
Get it. Oh, I'm already recording anyway, so yeah.
Yeah, so am I. Am I good to just start with the intro?
Yeah.
Alright.
Here, actually, let me... Okay, would I rather watch this or Street Fighter? I'd rather watch Street Fighter again.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, would I rather watch this or From Dusk Till Dawn 3 again? That's a hard one.
I think I'd rather watch From Dusk Till Dawn 3 just for Ambrose Bierce.
And for... Yeah, you know what? Yeah, that hit him in it.
And for Django Fett as well.
Yeah, Tamora Morrison's in it. What about... would I rather watch this or AVPR again? Oh, that's another hard one.
I think I would watch this over AVPR.
AVPR has more kills in it, though. I don't know.
The real question is this or Alien Origin?
Oh, that's not even... Come on. Really? Really? Are we seriously... I think
I live
every
in
single movie... Okay, I would rather watch every other movie we've done on the podcast twice again than watch Alien Origin again.
I live in fear of the day we find a movie worse than Alien Origin. Because, like, in my mind, like, it's not possible.
The only other two movies we've done...
But I know it exists.
The only other two movies we've done that, like, came close, and really it's not that close, are, like, Mortal Kombat Annihilation and Alien Resurrection, and even those aren't as bad. I would rather watch Hollow Man than Crank High Voltage. I will say that.
Not really.
Is that really that surprising? Do you remember Crank High Voltage?
I do, and I think I might actually pick that over Hollow Man.
Really? Oh my god, that movie was disgusting. I would rather watch Hollow Man than From Dusk Till Dawn 2 Texas Blood Money. Is that fair?
Yeah, no, that one's totally fair.
Oh, would you rather watch Hollow Man again or Supergirl again?
Oh, I'm watching Hollow Man over that.
I would rather watch Hollow Man than. Well, actually, wait. Hollow Man or Batman Forever? That's a hard one, actually.
That's a very hard one.
Or Batman and Robin. I think I would rather watch Batman and Robin again than Hollow Man. Is that fair? I'm gonna put I'm gonna tie Hollow Man with Batman Forever. That's what I'm gonna do. And I'll think about it while we're talking about